It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hello there. Good morning to you on Monday. Hope your weekend was fantastic. The weather was incredible. I mean, it was low humidity, 80s. It was really, really nice, especially compared to last week in the Ozarks. And I think today's another day of that, and then we warm up again. But, you know, it's summer. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes you almost look forward a little bit to fall, which
I don't know about that.
I know, because then winter comes quickly. But just so you know, like it did feel pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. We will get to the news this morning. The death penalty could be in the future of the 28-year-old man who was a teacher who admitted to police that he stabbed to death two people who were hiking at a state park in Arkansas. Andrew McGann was arrested in Springdale days after Clinton and Kristen Brink were found stabbed to death on a trail at Devil's Den State Park. That's located about 2.5 hours southwest of Springfield. The couple's two little girls were with them at the time. Horrific. They were able to help investigators with a description of the killer. The prosecutor in the case says the state will not waive the death penalty. The accused killer has a court appearance set for August 25th. Heads up about a scam falsely using the name of Mercy Health System. Someone will call you claiming to be from Mercy, trying to get your personal information. The caller ID can even say Mercy on it. The number has been spoofed, though. So if you are unclear at all if it's Mercy or any other organization for that matter, just hang up the call and then call back the business. Like look up their number and call them back and find out if it was legit or not.
Yeah, that's the key is find their, don't call back the number that calls you, call back a legit number and see if they ended up calling you. Starting now, as of 4 o'clock this morning, work is underway finally on the Sunshine Street Bridge near Scenic Avenue, right by the FedMed. You know that. The Missouri Department of Transportation tearing down the old bridge there and putting up a new one, which, as you can understand, is a long process. So Sunshine is closed right there. No longer an option to get to and from Republican Springfield. Instead, you'll have to detour James River Expressway or James River Expressway, Kansas Expressway, the Chestnut. There are other ways around it. Just avoid Sunshine. MoDOT says the work should be completed by the start of December, but that's a while off. So plan for that because that could affect you on a daily basis for a while.
Yes, no doubt. It's a highly traveled road. And what's weird is like, you have to really think about it, that there is even a bridge, because it kind of seems like a bridge to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to tell, I guess.
It's over train tracks,
a bridge.
Right?
Yes. Cause you can't really see what's underneath. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Then there's this. The old Greene County Jail and Sheriff's Department on Boonville is being turned into an expansion of the courts building, which is right there also, including a new courtroom space and a lobby with security upgrades. Greene County moved its jail and the Sheriff's Department offices, you'll remember this, a couple of years ago, out to near the airport where it is now. Renovations on Boonville have a target price tag of about $19 million and are being paid for by a bond that voters in Springfield passed in 2017.
All right. Springfield's annual Birthplace of Route 66 Festival is this week, Friday and Saturday in downtown Springfield. So much fun. This year, there will be some changes that came about as a result of some local business owners who went public with their concerns about the festival and complaints that it actually hurt business after last year's festival. Their concerns were about road closures, competing vendors who are brought in, and a lack of people from the festival that actually visit their establishments. The city worked over the last several months to make some changes on that, including allowing local businesses to get free booth space during the festival and shrinking the footprint, like the size, the boundary line, if you will, of the festival itself. I was shocked by that, by the way.
By which?
That businesses would not have all collectively seen a massive increase of foot traffic inside their business.
Yeah, they say it had the opposite effect, which was a surprise. I think it seems like it was a little bit of a surprise to the city, because the whole point of having a festival in downtown is to bring in traffic and to get people going to local shops and stuff. The shops, remember, a bunch of them signed a letter last year to the city saying, hey, this is causing us problems. What are we going to do? And to the city's credit, they worked with them in the off season.
Right.
I think they were surprised and go, oh, really? What? Well, how do we fix that? And then this is the first year where there are some fixes in place. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep. Okay. The Lake of the Ozarks area is getting a new Bass Pro Shops. How about that? It's going to be located at the former Osage Beach outlet and open in the spring of 27. So a couple more years away, I guess. It's going to be Bass Pro's 9th location in Missouri.
Yeah, I bet it's a nice one, because they get so much traffic there at the Lake of the Ozarks from Kansas City and from St. Louis. I grew up in St. Louis, and if you're going to go to a lake in St. Louis, traditionally it has been Lake of the Ozarks. That's where everybody from St. Louis goes. I think some of them now are beginning to maybe come down to Table Rock, but traditionally Lake of the Ozarks has been the vacation weekend destination for the people in the St. Louis area. So I bet it's a nice Bass Pro Shops. We'll see. Springfield Sertoma Club just gave out $50 in grants to 20 local charities that serve children and teenagers in our area. Money going to nonprofits, including the Diaper Bank of the Ozarks, Barnabas Foundation, Good Dads, CASA, Children's Smile Center, and more. The Sertoma Club, of course, raises money. They do a great job of this each and every year, raising so much money through big events throughout the year that you enjoy going to. Wingapalooza, the Chili Cook-Off. Those are just a couple of the big ones. They do a prom thing every year. And then they use the money that they raise there to donate to kids' charities. And I've spoken to and at Sertoma Clubs over recent years, and it's a great group of people for sure.
Good times.
And it's always important to be ready for a crisis, because that's the thing about a crisis. You never know when one's going to hit. Now the Springfield Greene County Office of Emergency Management is hosting classes to equip you for a crisis. Those classes start next week. There's one on Tuesday of next week from 6 to 9 in the p.m. after work. And then another one on Saturday, August 16th from 9 to noon. They are free to attend, but you need to register. Let them know you're coming. So contact the Springfield Greene County Office of Emergency Management.
All right. The Dillards in Springfield has a new location at the Battlefield Mall. It is in the former Sears store. Prior to opening up shop there in the last few days, Dillard's used to occupy 2 separate stores in the mall, one women's and then one men's and kids, as well as some like home furnishings. But the new location is all under one roof on one level.
You know, I've always thought, when I first moved to Springfield and I saw that the Dillards was in 2 different stores inside one mall, I always thought that was really, really strange.
Yeah.
So it's probably strange for them too. It's not ideal. So this is a good opportunity to have everything under one roof.
There you go. One-stop shop.
Also, we're doing a contest again. That continues because we're celebrating 3 years of Around the Ozarks News.
Yeah, it's pretty wild that we hit 3 years, and we are doing a giveaway to celebrate you and people who watch. We are super thankful for your listenership, for your viewership, depending on where you see us. If you go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on the word contest, and you will see it right there at the top of the page. It is the anniversary giveaway, super easy to enter to win, and the winner will get a $100 gift card to Jim's Steakhouse, tickets, plural, to Alamo Drafthouse Movie Theater, and a 4-pack of tickets to the Springfield Cardinals baseball games.
That's pretty good.
So, there you go. We hope that you play to win. And thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Tell your friends. And whether you watch or whether you listen, we have all the options available. And you can check out all the other podcasts that we offer through Around the Ozarks at aroundtheozarks.com.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great Monday. See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubosh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting the day with temperatures that are very comfortable once again, but we're going to heat up quickly today. So get out early if you want to enjoy some of these cooler numbers. Temperatures this morning starting out in the low 60s. It is a nice cool start to the day. We have sunshine out in full force today. I don't expect that to change. Overall, it is going to be a nice sunny day in the forecast, but temperatures start creeping up later this week, and we'll be talking about some of that summertime heat returning to the forecast. It's a great start to the week, though. Numbers this morning starting out in the low 60s, as I mentioned, a light breeze and high temperatures, about 84 for the high temperature today. So a great pool day, relative humidity not so bad across the Ozarks that you can't get out. Feels like a summer day, definitely, but not quite the heat that we had around last week at this time. So we will take the improvement. We have nice and cool conditions to start. I have to at least mention this small chance for rain way out in our western counties. It's a low chance for a few showers, but it's not out of the question today. So if you see some cloud cover west of Springfield, that's likely a result of the light rain that's going to be on the radar. Won't be there for long. In large part, I think a lot of the forecast area sees sunny skies through the course of the day today. All the activity is up in the northern tier of the country and also back for much of the southeast. So things are pretty quiet here in the middle part of the country. But our headline this week is that we're going to make some very gradual changes and return to the high heat as we get closer to the end of the work week forecast. It's a gradual warming trend, but I think it's going to sneak up on us because even the 84 that we have out today is going to feel pretty warm in the direct sun. I think we'll be back into the 90s by the time Thursday gets here, and we'll likely hold on to some of those high temperatures, perhaps heat index values creeping back up into the triple-digit range as we head into the late week and much of the weekend forecast too. So things are going to warm up for us again. Summer is not done with us yet, that is for sure, but the cooler temperatures for the weekend were sure a nice treat. We have mostly sunny conditions for many of us this afternoon. Cloudy skies, though, west of the Springfield area. I think that's going to be the case, and we'll see a mix of clouds and sun here in town. Mostly sunny skies in the forecast Tuesday, and then by Wednesday, I think we could see some low 90s, especially for our southern counties. I think everybody's back into the low 90s by the time we get to Thursday. The sun will be out in full force, and the overall weather pattern shows that this big ridge of high pressure is once again going to be building and dominating our weather pattern for the middle part of the country. We also have excessive rainfall making headlines today around the country for parts of the southeast. That's lingering as this frontal boundary has just stalled out and created really unsettled conditions for our friends in the southeast for several days now. We also see rounds of strong thunderstorms today for much of the south central high plains, and that could lead to some severe weather in the forecast tomorrow. So all eyes on that northern portion of the country. We also have air quality problems. Those existed over the weekend too and resulted in some haze in our northern counties on Friday. We will see those air quality problems today from the upper Midwest through the Great Lakes into the interior Northeast. So those Canadian wildfires are still causing some air quality problems for us here in the USA. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday was this: what weather phenomenon, often associated with a cold front, is characterized by a narrow band of intense showers and thunderstorms? And the options are A, tornado, B, squall line, C, heat wave, or D, fog bank. Well, the answer is a squall line. Oftentimes, those are intense showers and thunderstorms that come in a thin little line, but they can pack a punch. And oftentimes, it's high winds that are the biggest risk associated with those. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the name of the annual meteor shower that typically peaks in mid-August, often visible under clear August skies? Do you think that's A, the Perseids, B, the Geminids, C, the Leonids, or D, the Quadrantids? Let me know which is our typical August meteor shower that happens annually. You can take your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors this morning, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Graybaugh Chevrolet. I sure appreciate you starting your new week here with me at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. It's going to be a nice one. Enjoy the summertime weather, sunshine, 84 degrees. Good mix of cloud cover in there today too, so that's always nice to allow for some shade. It's going to be a great day in the Ozarks and the coolest day of the week. I'll be back to chat with you Tuesday morning.